Yo, where's my video? What's going on, everybody? Froggy Snacks here. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only. Grata omnibus. Welcome, everyone. I'm starting to rework on my Latin. Got some orchestral arrangements, orchestral events coming up. Lots of theater around here in Santa Fe, so brushing up on it. And as I was doing it, I wanted to, it made me think this used to be like a 6th grade, 8th grade course in America, first year Latin. Now these kids come home and they can barely get their macaroni noodle plates together, man. It's just really sad. It's really sad to see this our education system in our country needs to go a completely different way. But I wanted to do a weekend rewind on everything that happened with AMC and APE. It was a pretty wild week, you guys. A lot of questions. I'm getting nonstop DMs. I continuously get the same question over and over and over again because people don't see my feed. What's up? What up? God save the king. What up, Great Britain? I happen to be 49% English myself, Spencer. So, But I'm getting so many questions about what's going on, and I love to answer them. I'm trying as hard as I can to get to everybody. The problem is I'm not getting into people's feeds enough. It's getting better on Twitter. I'm going to start posting less to try to get the algorithms to accept me more, I guess. But I did a test. This is how stupid. I can't stand this stuff, man. Literally, I was like, okay, well, I'm not being seen, or people just aren't engaging in my tweets. So I did this trick. I did the what the heck is this floor button? It's an old dimmer switch for cars. Everybody knows this. There's not a single person except the younger generations who don't know this. But I did it, and look at the engagement that I've got on that so far. But I could literally put the freaking anti-life equation in Twitter and tell everybody the first one to get it can rule the world, and nobody would care. We are in such a degraded state of society now that it's just sad, man. And it's fun to engage in those tweets or whatever, but I mean, come on. Did you read the Antara Capital just purchased 64 million AMC? No, but I've got it pulled up, and I wanted to talk specifically about that because every single time a filing comes out by AMC in representation of Antara Capital, or they post it, people lose their minds. Oh, they sold all their APE. Oh, they did this. So we'll go to it. Let's see. Amended. It's a SC13D/alpha amended statement of beneficial ownership. Let's see what goes on here. So this is just reporting what they have. This isn't saying they bought anything, right? This is 61,433,94 shares. Check the appropriate group. Box, Cayman Island. The funny thing in here is it doesn't say AMC or APE on it anywhere. Aggregate. What's going on here? This may be their converted position, maybe? Let me see. I don't know, because I'm not seeing any designator. This amendment number 8 amends Schedule 13D as amended relates to AMC preferred equity units. So this is preferred equity units, 64,528,300. That's what they own. That's 6.5% of the class represented by the amount, right? So this is basically showing you all their buys and sells. That's what people need to see. Every time someone gets on Twitter and says, hey, Antara sold, Antara bought, the 13D is just showing the beneficial ownership. So let's just go fix this right now. Antara still owns, let's see, 64 million. Just copy it. 64 million APE shares as represented in their recent 13D. Somebody came out and said Antara dumped all their shares again. I can't, dude. If you don't know how to read a filing, don't just regurgitate stuff you're hearing in other tweets from influencers like Travis. I just don't. It's so bad for people because you're scaring people out of their positions. Here's all the transactions buy said or whatever fund, Antara Fund LP. You can see exactly what they did. They're probably posting this now because we're getting ready to convert and they want to be out in the open. But Corbin Opportunity Fund LP, Corbin Friesa Fund Opportunity Fund. So a lot of these shares got wrapped up into funds. Sell, sell, sell. A lot of the funds is sell. A lot of the orders from Antara is buy, sell. But like I said from day one, guys, this is them, in my opinion, unwinding the total return swaps. I said from day one, total return swaps were the biggest enemy we've ever had. All this stuff about Ken Griffin this, Ken Griffin that. It was the funds who had total return swaps that were loaning out lots of shares to multiple different people. And APE is now setting them up to be able to unwind those total return swaps, especially if they borrowed shares that were already lent out to another party, making them naked short, which you do not want to be at over 800% interest with a potential gamma event on the horizon. So good, Rebecca Saddam, thank you for that. That's a good cover right there. So right now, as it looks, Antara owns 6.5% or 64,528,300 shares of APE. Boom. Which is good. They should want to own it because it's doing really good right now. I'm really excited to see what's going on next week. I'm thinking it's going to open up and go down a little bit and maybe retrace this line next week. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be very, very strange because we are in a potential gamma event where the price rose very quickly on the underlying security through these past 3, 4, 5 days on both APE and AMC, but just enough to throw a certain number of call options in the money. So let's go and check those out. Let's do August 18th. June, July, August. I want the 18th. Did they already take the 18th down? Oh, man. There was like literally 500,000 some call options that landed in the money over $4. That is just like on a basic calculation. I mean, that is so much money, it's ridiculous. So a lot of people selling puts. There was a ton of puts got absolutely ripped. So let's just say 500,000 contracts times 100 shares per contract. Oh, come on. So there you go. You got 50 million. And let's just say the average price of each share was 24 cents, man. And that's probably not right. So you're looking at quite a bit of money there, right? That's a lot of money going right into the chain. It's probably way more than that. Contracts were probably actually up more close to, they could be anything from 25 cents to $1 per share. It's just crazy. And next week we're set up in the same situation. The put side's pretty heavy. There's a ton of puts at $10, right? Somebody's selling all these puts, the $10 range, and there's a ton of calls on it. If people are selling those at the $10 range and the options chain is going up, look at this. You got 11,689 calls at 12, 46,484 calls at 10, 2, 6, 2, 5, 3, 17,978 at 6, 19,479, 83,759 at 5, which is going to put, if we get there, 189,280, 124,334, and then another 20, 50, 80,000. You're looking at another 400,000 to 500,000 put options landing out of the money on Friday next week. I mean, it's the people who do not want to see AMC go up. There's people that agreed with me and now they're disagreeing with me here and there because they just don't want to see it go up. I don't care about that. The point is, I'm saying this is all controlled. It's all scheduled. The funds that are playing arbitrage, the bondholders who are naked or who are short AMC, who are long APE, are playing this arbitrage so they can cover their shorts into their own APE converted going long, right? But as they do that, they create their own gamma event so their long shares go up, 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 up. But they can control it to the total cost average for all of retail. Let's just say the total cost average is $15 across the board, which is probably, it's way worse than that. They could run this to 150 if they want, and retail would never get out of the play. And trust me, they know what the average cost average of the entire retail investment community is. They know it. and they're probably going to run it to that average right before, so people stay locked in the play for the rest of their lives. AMC legacy common stock is they're going to create some of the biggest bag holders in history, and that's why I've been trying to do what I do here to warn everybody. I hope this play is over soon. Since APE, it's been one depressing downward play daily. What do you mean downward? For AMC maybe, but APE's done nothing but go up for the last 6 months. I mean, it just broke out yesterday again. Look at this. APE has done nothing but go up for over 6 months now. 5 months right here. Perfect uptrend. I've been following the whole way. But I get you, Jay, man. Everybody wants out. I get it. Global AI, I got to say, I like the way you think, young man. Well, thank you very much. Rebecca, dude, look, I'm thinking like, remember the chart we did? Let me see if I still got it. Let me pull it up. I didn't go in and fix it up like I thought I was going to, but this is my chart, man. This is my effectiveness of corruption versus probability of the corrupt event happening chart. It makes a lot of sense, and I'll explain it here. The more effective the corruption is, the further you go to the right on the bottom line. The probability, the higher probability of the event happening, the higher you go up on this axis, right? So right here, the shareholders who played the hedge funds game, this circle right here, the orange one, we knew that the effectiveness of the corruption they were doing was highly probable to succeed, and we played here and we're going to win. The hedge funds are up here. They know the corruption they're doing is extremely effective. The probability of it working is very high. This is just general APE holders here. This is people who played full arbitrage. This is APE holders. And right here, this is AMC common stock only shareholders, right here, with high cost averages. They didn't think the corruption was going to win because of the lawsuits. They didn't think hedge funds were going to win because the lawsuits were going to shut them down. So their probability, the probability they thought this was going to happen was low to them, but they took massive risk. The lower you go down on this scale, the higher the risk. The risk value right here for AMC shareholders who got their APE and didn't average down. This is APE only shareholders. This is shareholders who played arbitrage with the shorts. This is the hedgies. So, I mean, guys, I'm thinking like them, and what is the effectiveness of the potential illegal or unregulated activities that they're doing going to win. Plus you add in arbitrage. Arbitrage is an old tactic. It's been used for years in the markets. It's a very successful win for certain parts, certain people in the market. I mean, it's almost a guarantee. Thanks for the clarification. Thank you, Rebecca. Absolutely. Ultraman. I jumped in the call the other night and Travis was attacking all the speakers and Amy was hammering him. He's clearly lost. He has no clue what he's saying, man. Travis is there for clout. He's there to sell discords. I don't know why people follow that guy. It's a bad way to go. Rebecca's Tom, of course, I read that they just purchased these AMC shares versus buying the APE shares, which was making me question why. I don't see anything, and I get all the filings sent to my email. I don't see anything where they bought AMC shares. So, Ultraman, if I see 150, I'll be gone. Dude, if I see 150, I won't be streaming for 2 weeks. I'll be in Florida, or who knows. Doberman Ranchero, game over. Doberman Rancho. Rebecca Saddam, I get it. So much corruption, fellow Michigander here. Right on, Rebecca. I kind of miss home right now. Right now is a good time to be home. Professor Shifu, post ResCon, reverse split conversion. If it hits 100, I'm out of this AMC play. As Spence says, there are many other better plays. The market is fluctuating massively right now. Like I said, I like this TMF thing that's going on. There's a lot of talk about a short squeeze. I don't know if it's accurate or not. There are gaps on the daily on this thing up to 32, and this follows the bond market. It's well below all time. It's at new all-time lows, and they're still cutting out a dividend at 4 cents. So me personally, I took out some call options on it. If this stays low and I can get out of APE with a pretty sizable profit, I may just go in and buy a bunch of shares of this. Let's see what they were paying on dividends back when this thing was high. They were paying 9 cents. Okay, so the dividend thing really isn't there. I guess if you bought a ton of shares at 5 or below and you took those dividends, but at the same time you were waiting for this thing to run and some type of squeeze, that would be good. But again, bond market's going to have to recover, or the treasury market's going to have to recover. So according to my simple math, if the reverse split and conversion was today, the price would be $27.80. I don't think so. I think it's going to be higher. You got to think about this. AMC, if reverse split at $4.09, that is $40.90 the day of the reverse split. Then APE, even though it is slightly dilutive, APE has value. APE has, what's the current price of APE right now at like 950 million shares? The current price is 227, meaning APE is going to be a lower float because of the conversion. It's going to be reverse split too, 10 to 1. The float's going to be lower and it's going to be worth $22.70. So you got $40 and $22. You do have to add the values together, right? So it's going to be 40, 50, 62 bucks. And then you pull it back based on dilution factor, which basically is your times 100, I guess. Because APE is just under a full 2 floats of AMC. So it's like a full float and then 75% of a float. But the real dilution in that isn't going to be on the market price. And this all depends on how the market's going to price this out. The real dilution is going to come when APE comes into the float. It's going to pull value from AMC Legacy common stock holders. If you hold AMC Legacy common stock and APE, you're going to reverse split and convert, but your AMC Legacy common stock is going to lose value to make your APE value come up into new AMC shares so they have equilibrium. It doesn't mean that the APE shares, that value doesn't just go away. The values are going to be added into each other. The dilutive effect will come in as the market makers value the new AMC share price, but the dilution is going to come from AMC common legacy stockholders. It's not just going to cut the price down, but it's not going to be a full like 1-to-1 addition either. Adam Aaron says it's going to be. I have a feeling the market is going to mark this very fairly for once, though. So if we reverse split at 40 and APE reverse splits at 22.50 and then converts, I'm guessing a $40 to $50 share price at open. Which, if that happens, if I have 50 bucks or more, I'm dumping like 3/4 of my position. Honestly, that's a big win for me. That's some 200 something percent. So, but I get your math there. I get the conversion math. I get the market cap math, all that stuff. And I was doing the same thing. And then I come back and realize that the overall price isn't going to be a dilutive factor on the market. It's going to be AMC common legacy stockholders losing value in their old shares to APE. All right, Zeus, if squeeze happens, will it more likely happen before or after reverse split? Who knows, man? We could just run right up to the reverse split. Next week, we could just run. And I'll tell you what, if we reverse split with AMC over $5 and APE converts, I'm out. It's just that's like 180% win for me. I don't need more than that. I can go play other plays. But everything's on the table tomorrow. Next week, this thing could collapse. Everything could collapse next week. You have to protect yourself from downside. That is your choice how to do that. Next week, everything could run into some type of gamma squeeze event because the stock price ran up so high so quick on both. You got to remember, APE does affect AMC, and both ran very hard. And there's different layers of AMC call options that are all being manipulated right now. It's going to be crazy, man. There's a lot of transactions that are going to be happening through the reverse split conversion and a lot of rebalancing. All these new lawsuits that was just dropped, what if they do halt the conversion? I highly doubt they do. I very highly doubt they do. One of Rose Izzo's motions was actually denied already. So we just got to know what AMC responded with. Technically, AMC was told to respond by the 24th or within 24 hours. AMC could literally just not respond to the court until after next Friday and take a slap on the wrist. It's all the lawsuit pumper. This is the end. We're going to cancel the conversion. They're making money on YouTube. They're misleading people. They're making money on YouTube, and it's really sad. I'm glad they're covering it because we're getting the information, but the hype is misplaced. John Mark Boyven. Thanks for your suggestion, bro. I bought 3,000 shares of APE Friday morning around $2.20 a share. I decided to hold on to my AMC shares, which is about 1,000 shares. I'm hoping I can make something back. Well, I mean, it ran, so hopefully next week we just run. I really hope. RWKDA, what's up, bro? Ultraman, thumbs up. Nefarious. Court already ordered conversion to happen. All waiting on now is if AMC and APE convert same day or different days. Correct. But I'll tell you exactly how they're going to convert. Guys, it's all in the 8K. There's a schedule that you can go to. See, it's all right in the 8K, laid out very simply for everybody, which for once is nice because now everybody can get on the same page. Would you quit your whining, please? We're going for a walk this evening. Jeez, oh Pete. You know that. Quit your whining. Latest 8K. Dude, female little dogs are so... She's just a little... She's got it made here. Somebody found her running off in the desert over by Tramway out in the middle of nowhere. You got it made here. Be grateful. All right. August 24th, Class A common stock commences trading on 1-for-10 split adjusted basis. August 24th, pre-market, the reverse split will be going on the open market, post-market for beneficial holders, and post-market for registered holders. Now, let me tell you how important that is here, okay? Most beneficial holders are big institutions, man, right? So everybody in the open market is going to reverse split. And let me resnip that. And then beneficial holders and direct registered holders are going to reverse split after hours. What does that tell you? If all our shares are reverse split in the morning and beneficial and direct registered shareholders are after hours, what does that tell you? That's an incentive for them not to short this thing back down immediately on the day of the reverse split. It really is. Because you've got a lot of institutions that are beneficially held or they're direct registered. Adam Aaron, a lot of his shares are probably direct registered. Hey, no. That's enough. So why would they short their own shares back down before they even get the reverse split on the books? Does that make sense to everybody? It's another incentive for them not to kill this thing. So I'm going to post this. Come on. More incentive for AMC not to be crushed on day of reverse split. Majority of shares RS pre-market on open market and beneficially owned and DRS shares will RS after hours. Once again, direct registration there to save us. Froggy. I'm going to tag Froggy in this one. This is from latest 8K. People got to start reading more and thinking more. I've found several incentives for them that gives them incentive not to crush this thing on the day of the reverse split. The incentive is gone after APE is converted. That's when I'm going to be looking really close to sell points and stuff like that. One, the first incentive is the arbitrage. AMC common stock legacy shorts can cover their shorts into their own APE going long to conversion, right? Two, the reverse split has those differences in times where most market is market hours, pre-market and market hours, and then beneficial shareholders and direct registered holders are after hours. So there's incentive there for them not to crush it the first day. Three, if they are playing arbitrage and they're the bond holders, they can run the stock up as high as they want to the cost averages of the basic retail shareholders, just enough to where the retail shareholders won't make it out alive on their AMC legacy cost averages. But they can run it up enough to where there's enough meat on the bone. They can crush this thing, shorting it back down post-conversion, making their bond run back up over 40%. Right now, the one that's callable is at 35%. They could push this thing up to 45%, shorten this back down as Adam Aaron is raising cash, creating AMC bag holders like crazy. So there's incentive to short after the conversion. I thought I was going to consider the settlement on the 28th incentive for them to not short it until that point, but I'm not really sure how many shares that institutions are going to be getting. It could be after the 28th. I'm telling you, though, I really don't feel comfortable holding this through Friday next week after conversion, but we'll see as things move along. Everybody's like, you're a flip-flopper, Spence. No, I change with the play. I move with what's happening. New information comes out every day. If you think you're just going to buy and hodl and beat the market by just buying AMC shares, you're falling right into the hedge fund's traps. Man, I'm getting hungry. I got to let this dog outside. Hold on. I'll be right back. Come on, everybody out. I'm tired of the whining. You guys get so spoiled. Oh, man. Her little whine, she sounds like a dang machine shop squealing in the background. It's horrible. All right. Yeah, Core already ordered the conversion. I think it's going to be done next Friday. Big ads. It's around $27 at today's market price of the map based on market cap. Yeah, I get it, man, but I'm telling you, I used to do the same thing, but you cannot just take APE and take the value and only dilute AMC. APE has to be added in with value to the AMC float on a reverse split 10-to-1 basis, and then the value loss that you're talking about on the price dilution isn't going to come from the market price. It's going to come from the AMC common stock legacy shareholders. AMC common stock legacy shareholders on conversion day are going to be diluted around 30%, in my opinion. Nefarious, if this case is approved, APE must convert the same as AMC pre-market 24th. If this case is approved, APE must convert same as AMC pre-24th instead of 25th. We'll see. Honestly, who knows, man? If it does, I don't like that. I would rather it was different days because the incentive is there for the shorts not to crush AMC down right away, and then retail investors have a better chance of getting out. Gus Chensworth. Cheno. Dude, I'm so sorry I'm pronouncing your name. Spence, can you tell me what my combined average of APE AMC shares will be after everything? My current AMC is 1,000 at 1650, and APE is 1,000 shares at 10. Okay, let's just do this right now. Pull up my average calculator. Let's close these. Let's get the paint back up. I'll bring my. Let's see here. I don't know if you guys will be able to. That was an old budget I used to do for myself. Let's see. Word. Let's try Word. I think I still have Word. I just need something where I can type. I should have used Notepad. All right. Let's see, Gus. So you have 1,000. AMC 1,000. I'm typing it out. I can do it in my head, and you have APE 1,000. Let's get the font bigger. I want everybody to see it so you can do it yourselves. So you have 1,000 shares of APE at 1650. Oh, come on. This new keyboard is too small. And you have 1,000 shares of APE at 10, right? So you're going to reverse split them both. So you're going to end up with 100 shares of AMC at $165 per share. And you're going to end up with 100 shares of APE at $100 per share. Post reverse split. So don't freak out yet, because the market value, that means that the market value of AMC combined after reverse split could be $50, right? So now you just take the average of the two. That's going to be your new cost average. So go to average calculator, and you got 150, and then you got 100, and they're the same value, so we don't need to really do anything. So you're looking at $125 cost average potentially on all your shares. I believe that's right. So that's what you're looking at. So your APE is successfully helping you bring your AMC common legacy stock cost average down. Does that make sense for you now? Your APE units will bring your AMC common legacy stock cost average down. Then your total combined will be around $125. You may have a chance at getting out break even or more, maybe. But I'm telling you, if you see this thing hit $70, $80, you better be thinking about taking some of your money back. You do not have to sell a trade all at once. You do not have to buy a trade all at once. You can do lots that benefit you. You can take profit on certain lots and you can keep other lots. So think about that. And don't forget, I'm going to be watching very, very, very close to buying puts back to the downside on this thing when it happens. But again, you know, this is the one time the institutions are completely controlling the play. The arbitrage is nothing but a measure of control that they can win 3 different ways on. So why would they not win as big as they can? Every other time we thought we were going to squeeze, they halted us, they crushed the stock, they come out with all this FUD, they attacked us on Twitter. You had the big Doug Seafoos and all those guys coming out on Twitter and harassing retail investors. But this time, it's like they're supporting this thing, right? So we'll see. And we did Friday, exactly what I said would happen. We closed well over $4. APE is right primed up out of a big bull flag. We had a ton of call options running the money. It happened really fast. It's a potential gamma event on the horizon. So next week, if the stock price just takes a freaking heck off, there's a couple scenarios. They either let it go sideways and then they run it up Thursday and Friday, or they run it up really, really fast from Monday through Thursday and Friday, or it just doesn't do anything. I mean, we'll see. Maybe it just opens up at $40, $50 and it goes to the 28th and that's it. Who knows? If the judge agrees with Simon versus AMC case, AMC and APE may not convert. No, that's completely wrong. That is completely wrong. Nefarious, the conversion is more than likely going through next week. The same way the APE got its value from AMC when it was created, APE will give value, not like that. It'll give value to the overall price of the total market cap once converted. But to do that, APE has to value up into AMC, meaning AMC has to give more value to APE. That's the whole point. But APE will bring value to the overall float, but anybody holding legacy AMC shares instead of new converted shares from APE are going to lose money. Hopefully gets denied, not much time for judge to reply. I really don't think anything's going to happen with it, man. If they do this, after they told everybody this is going to go ahead and convert, more lawsuits are going to fly. It's never going to end. I don't think Izzo actually has a freaking foot to stand on in this, honestly, to be totally honest with you. There was 12 months to protest APE dividend, then the sale, then everything, and nothing came out until now. I don't think so. It will take days after conversion for the price to take effect. Adam Aaron said FTDs are being confirmed on the 3rd day. No, the price, Nefarious, the conversion will happen pre-market. The price will open up as reverse split converted. We will see the price. But if you're talking about FTDs being covered into this event, then yes, potentially, but they may already be covering FTDs right now. That's why they kept them to the 35th, right? Yeah, Simon and AMC is a different case than Izzo, but I don't think either of them hold any weight. This is why the price ran up, because they were covering FTDs up to this date, so they could trigger the gamma event while they're covering their shorts. Decided to cut AMC yesterday, went it all in APE. Yeah, I said from day one, I think AMC could have came out and fought the first lawsuit from Allegheny and actually won, but they didn't want to because Adam Aaron got to dilute more AMC shares in the settlement off of us. Adam Aaron and the board are not paying for the settlement. We're paying for the settlement. Any share you get in the settlement is dilutive to the rest of your shares. And in that, hedge funds own bigger lots than you do. The settlement should have been denied, and this should have converted, in my opinion. All right. So what else we got going on? Is there anything else anybody doesn't know or wants to talk about? I'm still going big on space. I think this is definite reversal territory right here. If it breaks above this downtrend, we could see it come back. Is there any gaps to fill? Yeah, there is a gap to fill. Look at that. Look at that gap right there. $4.88. That is a big old gappy gap. I would love to see space squeeze back up with AMC the day of to that because I got big call options on that. So not only will I be taking profits on AMC, big profits, I'll be taking big profits on space. Space and AMC like to run at the same times. It's really weird. Ultraman, we talked about ARC a while back. My daughter dropped $5K in it at 16 and still adding every Friday. ARCC, I had to get out of it, but man, I'm telling you, the dividend that they get in this thing is great. I mean, they're still paying a 48 cents dividend, and look at how long they've been paying these dividends, man. They've been paying them even through the crash of 2008. And you look at their company structure and finance and what they do, they are taking advantage of distressed markets. So it's a very successful company. Look at all these dividends, man. ARC is a crazy play. Look how much this thing ran. I should have stayed in it. I really should have stayed in it. But look at how much this thing ran since the pandemic. And then it dumped in all this crazy market action. But that's a big old W on the daily, man. This thing could go bananas. But, I mean, as you're buying, as long as the stock price stays high, you're getting a good dividend. If it dumps, it seems to always recover. If it dumps again and you load up more lots and you take a smaller dividend for a while, when it does recover again in the next market swing, I mean, it's a great stock. It's a really great stock to own if you're building wealth. So TMF, AMC, so those are the plays I'm in. Spence, is the settlement still 1 for 8? Yes. For every one AMC common legacy stock you own, or every one AMC that you own post reverse split, you're given, every 7.5 shares you own post reverse split of AMC, you'll get 1 new AMC share. But you'll get that on the 28th. Paul, Antara 13D holding 64 million. Yep, we went over that earlier. 64,528,300 APE. And they put all their sell records at the bottom of it. That's a big lot of APE. Antara is going to own. Antara's going to own a lot of AMC. 64,528,300 divided about 10. Oh, that's 64,528,300. Antara's going to own 6,452,830 shares of AMC, which is funny because that's exactly about the size of the settlement payout. Interesting, huh? How about recent HYMC news? Diane dropped vid on Friday. I haven't been watching, but all I'm going to say on Highcroft Mine is if Adam Aaron raises a bunch of cash, I'm talking like $2 billion or more, who's to say he's not going to go in and dump another 10 to 20 million in that thing? I mean, they already own over 10%, and Sean Goodman's sitting on the board of directors, and they need to be over $1. They could go and say, yeah, we're going to go ahead and buy out Eric Sprott shares or something, or just buy another 10 million, or just say, hey, we are deciding to exercise, I don't know, when are the warrants exercisable on that? So you may see Highcroft pump back over $1 after this cash raise event, or shorts just absolutely leave Highcroft Mine play because they're scared of getting squeezed out. So who knows? Nefarious says they have proof of illegal short selling. Who says they have proof of illegal short selling? FTDs are being passed through Robinhood Crypto PF fractionalized token shares, same as FTX. I don't doubt it at all. That's why we should have did T0. The number one biggest mistake this community made was attacking Mark Cohodes when he had the T0 plan. It would have 100% worked. Everybody who went after him at that time cost all of you other viewers and AMC shareholders a lot of money. I'm going to go ahead and guess if Adam Aaron would have did T0, he never would have had a job again. The institutions and banks would have hated him, which is why he probably didn't do it. The bondholders came up and said, no, we'll sue the crap out of you. But I firmly believe AMC would have went over $300 with T0 based on what I saw with Overstock when it went to 180. It may fully hedge with puts. Nefarious, AMC is 22% buy option. Still Highcroft may breaks 50 cents going to $3. Yeah. I'm telling you, I think Adam Aaron's going to dump money into it. Nefarious, Friday video with Diane, CEO Dennis Arulo. I don't know anything about exercising. He's talking about exercising call options or puts. What are you talking about, man? Rosanna DeVita. Spence, do we have to hold till Monday in order to get the bonus share from the settlement? I believe you have to hold shares up to the 24th. Let's go to the 8K. AMC Investor Relations. Let's see what the X date is. I don't even know why I closed the 8K. I just need to save it to my desktop. Save. Boom. All right. X. Control F. Let's go to the writing on this. X. Settlement. Who receives the litigation settlement payment? Following and contingent upon the reverse stock split and conversion, there will be no settlement if there's no stock split and conversion. You guys understand that, right? Just to hope everybody knows. AMC will be required to make the litigation settlement payment to all record holders of AMC common stock, not just the plaintiffs, as of record date, which will be fixed for the purposes of determining who is eligible to receive the litigation settlement payment. The record date for these purposes is scheduled to be as of the close of business August 24th. You will have to own shares close of business August 24th to get the settlement. Now, if for some reason the reversion, it won't be, but if some reason the reversion reverse split conversion does not happen because of some legal activity, there will be no settlement. It'll be none. Boom, boom, boom. Snip, snip, snip. We're just going to keep snipping for people. Bing bong. There. Boom. I like the new snip function where you don't have to go copy it. It's automatically in your clipboard. It's very nice. All right. Just checked Highcroft YouTube and last night videos 11 days ago. So yeah, I see how it says settlement litigation is August 28th or shortly thereafter. Shortly after doesn't have to be the 28th. So yeah, it'll be the 28th. So anybody who is privy to the settlement shares, you'll get them on the 28th. Aiden Games, international AMC holders can't even trade their shares until August 30th. Dude, I know. Dude, look, international holders, I don't know what to tell you guys other than document everything. And if you don't have your shares in your account the time of when this thing is running, call your broker and tell them. If it goes to $150 or some crazy stuff and you don't have your shares in your account, but you're privy to them, call your broker and say, hey, I would like you to put a placeholder sale in for my shares. They will go. Most brokers will put a placeholder in. They will sell the shares. They will actually process your transaction. You'll get that price and then they'll backdate it. There are things you can do to prepare for this. Call your brokers Monday if you're in Europe, Germany, Canada, wherever, and say, hey, if my shares are not in my account the day of this and it's running like crazy and I want to sell, can you do a placeholder sale? Most brokers do it. So don't forget that. Aiden Games, share that news, you guys. Let's just tweet it too. Let me see if I can find any placeholder sale with brokerage. See if I can find anything. I bet you Fidelity has something. I'll call Fidelity Monday, but just in case international holders get hosed again, screwed again, like they did on APE dividend issuance for 7 days. At Adam Aaron. Adam Aaron needs to address his international shareholders and go, what happens if there's a 7-day hold on my shares again with my brokerage? Adam Aaron needs to put out information on that. The fact that he hasn't is stupid. Good morning to all the fake Tiffany Fongs. Twins. Austin. Metal cooler. Sorry, I gotta do a DBZ meme. There, that makes sense. All right. My APE Ultraman, which coin is? What is good? Where did I leave off? $13 average on Nefarious. Don't make the market orders. Ultraman, what's a good wallet to transfer and hold the coins in? What coins? Eddie Conception, my APE at 405 will be my cost average. Your APE, if you got APE at $4.05, your APE cost average will be $40.50. Thank you. Guess if I'm close, Rosanna. Guess if I'm close to my in the money price on Thursday, I'm stuck holding till Friday to give my bonus settlement shares. Nothing like us trying to stop further. Well, again, I will say that the settlement being on the 28th is incentive for them not to crush the stock price right away, but it's not as good as the ones prior to that. So be very careful in that. Ultraman, ADA and XRP. Dude, if I own any crypto, I got Doge left, I think, on my hard wallet. I got a ledger. I wouldn't keep your crypto on any freaking exchange wallet ever. Hard wallet's the way to go. Doge is the only thing I'm doing anyways, because if Elon decides to make it the main currency of X, then Doge will be the most utilized cryptocurrency in the world, in my opinion. You think we can get 3X on APE post-conversion even? I'm guessing 180%. Just on base conversion. So if they do gamma this thing into a run and squeeze it up to the average share price of the retail investment community, which I think is like $15, so say 100, 150, then good. Guys, do not take these higher price targets. Do not take them as anything serious, man. I'm going to be watching this thing tick by tick like a freaking hawk with backup ready to sell. You guys will not be able, I won't be able to tweet and put out what I'm doing fast enough for you to keep up with because of the delay in YouTube and Twitter. You guys have to be there ready to go. Set your own price targets. If you can break even on this and you've been down since 72 and you find a way to break even on this, take your money and go to another safer play, man. Do not become a bag holder on this thing when they start diluting. Many people don't understand crypto, really have to understand hash rate and computer software. Yeah, they do. Well, a lot of people just buy crypto, for the pump and dump. So $60 seems doable. I agree. Zeus, 1, will AMC reverse price be determined based on market closing price on 23rd of August? No. The reverse split on the 24th? Well, maybe. Yeah. The reverse split on the 24th will be pre-market. So who knows? Dude, the 23rd, if this thing runs like crazy after hours with no halts to the reverse split and say AMC runs to $10, throwing all those call options in the money, that's a $100 reverse split price. So we'll see. We still squeeze post RS, maybe not straight. Maybe, man. That any type of squeeze scenario is 100% up to chance, up to the market, up to the people in the market. We have no control over that, in my opinion. And will APE convert to the AMC market price closing on the 25th of August? APE will convert the morning of the 25th for most of the market, and it will convert up to a price determined by the market. So say AMC is like $100 because it ran to 10 on the reverse split in after hours due to the options chain gamma. APE will literally come in and add $22.50 of value, but it will be slightly dilutive, so the market price will come down a little bit. But the big dilution is basically going to be in the value of the legacy common stockholders losing 20 to 30% to make APE come up. We'll see, man. I keep most of my position to the moon. I'm in this since Jan 21 and never sold, but wow, that's great, man. I'm not going to lie. I bought and sold. I learned right after T0 was likely illegal from Adam Aaron that Adam Aaron was not on our side. He is not on our side. I don't care what anybody says. He's doing some crazy things right now as a CEO. If he raises $2.5 to $3 billion and AMC continues on its path into profitability and he gets rid of the restrictive debt covenants, then he did good for the business. But he did it on the backs of retail. He is not here for retail. The whole point of this is to reconsolidate the vote from retail hands back into institutions so that they can control the company in the manner they see fit, not by retail shareholders. Value will be lost in APE being 67%, AMC being 33%. Lots of value will be lost. AMC common legacy stockholders will lose the value and APE will gain value. That's how it's going to go. AMC common legacy stockholders are going to be diluted by APE being added into the float. That's just how it's going to go. But luckily, maybe we get this gamma event and they actually let this thing run and boom, 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 we pop up. Let's go back to the options chain. We pop up past, where's the biggest thing? Let's do some Hoyles here. Highest open interest on the lowest strike price. 22,296. If they are going to crush this thing, they'll crush it below 2. I highly doubt that happens. Well, the highest open interest on the lowest strike is actually 3. But look at the puts at 10. We're at 409 right now, and there are 34,344 puts at $10. So 46,484 calls at 10. Hedging? I don't know much about credit spreads, but I hear people talking about that. So they know what they're doing here. This activity is indicating to me that they want to let the price run up. And if we look at AMC, there's a gap on AMC. There's a gap at, right here, there's a gap at 490. I don't see any other gaps up the chain. But there is a gap at 490. Boom. We hit 490. All those call options go in the money close to 5 on Friday. It looks like they're going to win. Ding, 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 ding. Maybe we go back. When's the last time we ran to 10? It was after APE. We hit 920 on this day, on this event right here. And this was due to DRS. This was the big DRS push that me and Froggy Styles did. And I guarantee you somebody got recalled because everybody was out DRSing and boom, 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 boom. We got stock price. I think the second one was right here maybe, but 490 gap fill into some type of gamma event. We pop, maybe hit $10. That's the best case scenario. Do not bet the farm on that. I'm just brainstorming. I'm not telling anybody to put their money into this thing. I would not buy a single AMC common legacy stock share, although I may look at some call options again tomorrow. I should have held the ones I had. I should have never got rid of them. Maybe I dump like 10 call options for the week of on Monday because those could rally super, super hard. So Monday morning, I think I'm going to buy some AMC call options. A very small position, but if this thing does rally like crazy, then my AMC call options run with it hundreds of %, and I take that money right into APE conversion, and boom. So no more QQQ or VOO. Dude, the indexes got smoked just like I said they would. They did recover a little bit into market close, but not much. I may look at taking out more Meta puts again. I'm going to wait and see what happens at open. If Meta even attempts to go hit 290, I'll take out more Meta puts when that RSI crosses up over 70. I got to write this down or I'm going to forget. Every time I do this, I write my trades down on a piece of paper. I set it in front of my computer. AMC $5 calls. AMC 450 calls. Monday morning. Meta puts. If RSI hits 70. Meta still has big gaps to the downside. This AMC event next week may put a lot of people in the market out of business. In my opinion, I think the indexes are going to get hit again because liquidity is going to drop. It's going to get really tight when this starts running. If it does, we will see. All right, let me finish these comments up. I think that was a good stream today. We covered a lot of good questions. Got Meta. Meta is going up now. Should we buy more puts? I told you guys I cashed my Meta puts out last week. They were up 265%. That's a win. If I see Meta go up and tap 290 when RSI hits 70, I will buy more puts. Ryan, if the conversion doesn't go through, people are going to prison. The conversion's going to go through, man. I'm pretty sure. If for some wild, out of control, just something nobody predicted, this gets on hold or halted and it doesn't convert, there's going to be lawsuits flying like crazy. Class action settlements like crazy. I do not think the court can really stop this now. So, Telsif, thanks. All right. Jose Rodriguez, what strike price are you going to get for Meta puts? AMC calls, I'm getting 450, but my Meta puts, I'll probably get 285 if this taps 290. So, let me write that down too. I'm just going to watch very carefully. If Meta tries to creep back up and hits, if Meta starts dumping right at open, I'm going to get back in right away for 270 puts. If it doesn't, it starts creeping up. I'm going to wait and see if it taps 290 and the RSI goes up. I'm going to watch very carefully. I'm going to buy my puts. If for some reason it continues to tick up past 290, I'll dump those puts for a very small loss right away in case the market is trying to recover. But I think it's going to dump next week with this APE AMC thing, man. I really do. What's Bitcoin at? Bitcoin 26,000. I don't like using standard stock charting on this, but that is setting up for a bear flag on Bitcoin. And the influencers are really like depressed right now. It's not looking good. So Bitcoin it already broke its uptrend from 15. That uptrend's been broken. So now if it starts a new downtrend, this thing could go back to 15K. And if it does, that's a good indicator the market's going with it. What's strike price again? It says, should we buy calls and waiter for conversion? Or is it worth it anyways? I am going to buy AMC calls, very cheap, small position AMC calls Monday morning on AMC. Just in case this thing runs like crazy, I can just make some high percentage gains on AMC running into conversion. But if you buy those cheap and AMC, something happens, AMC is kind of hedging against any unexpected court action coming down and halting APE. If you buy calls for cheap in a small position, you're kind of hedging against any bad news on APE. And if they both run, you win both times. So I'm going to buy some AMC calls. Anyways, that's all I got, guys, for today. Thanks for coming to the channel. Really appreciate you. Please hit the like button. It really helps out. Get the video out to everybody, and the algorithm is picking up. We are up over 5,500 followers now. I think 5,600, maybe more. I really appreciate you guys. So please subscribe if you want to chat. Make sure you share the video on your socials if you liked it. And feel free to comment once it's posted out of the live. Really appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Any news comes out, I'll hop back on. I'll let you know. Froggy Stonks out, guys.